Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sarah. I am a Midwest mama to 2 boys. I've been married for 5.5 years, a little over 5.5 years, to Anthony. We live in Iowa, and I'm just here to kind of share my life as a mom. So today, I actually was not planning on filming anything today because the last video you saw was the canning video, and that filming took place over 3 days total. Having the camera out and moving it around and everything, it adds some time to your day. And so I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna take Monday, because typically I film Monday, Wednesday, Friday for like 2 weeks from now. Monday, Wednesday, Friday is how I'm about 2 weeks ahead in my when I film versus when I post. That's mostly, 1, so I have plenty of time to edit, but also 2, for safety reasons. So if I say we're going on vacation, we'll already be back in like home and everything before this would ever go live. Anyway, I wasn't planning on doing this, and usually when I wake up right away in the morning, that's when I get my camera out and then I film what I do during the day. But today I just didn't feel like it this morning. But this afternoon, it's almost 1 o'clock. I realized that I actually have some things I want to get done this afternoon, and so I figured I'd get my camera out and take you along with me and then kind of show you what our nighttime routine is. I don't need to sit here and yap at you. I can talk to you while I'm doing other things, but again, thank you for being here, and I hope you enjoy today's video. The first thing I did was write out the canning recipes. So I have these recipe cards. I do use Pinterest to find my recipes, but I am so over Pinterest having ads pop up all over the screen constantly, and you can only see a very little bit of the actual recipe, and you have to scroll through everything, and sometimes if you try to close out of the ad, it actually takes you to the ad, and I am just kind of over it. So once I find a recipe I really like, I do write it out on a recipe card. And these I just got off of Amazon and I put in a recipe box. But then the next time I go to make this recipe, I can just reference my recipe card instead of going back to Pinterest. Also, if I made any modifications to a recipe, I'd like to have this version of it so I remember what I did. I didn't really do that with any of the canning recipes, except for the pizza sauce because the spices were a little bit different. I used to have a binder with all of these different recipes in it, but I didn't really use a lot of those recipes, so now I narrow it down to just recipes I know for sure I will make again.
There is a life I lead in this city.
I had gotten this nail kit earlier in the week. I showed that in a previous video, and it came with these nail color swatches, and I decided to go ahead and paint them just so that I could see a little bit better what the nail color, the polishes actually look like once they're painted, because the sticker on the jar can be just a little bit deceiving, which I found with a couple of the colors, and it really didn't take me that long. So I did a little bit right now because I had the time, and then I actually went back later and finished them all. I just didn't film all of that, but I saw something on, I don't know, Facebook or Reddit that said to beware of like these gel kits because your fingernail can pull away from the skin. Has anybody heard that? Because now I'm a little nervous to use it again.
Cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by. It doesn't make it.
And then, wouldn't you know it, we're getting towards dinner time. So the dishwasher I had run earlier in the day, or maybe even the night before. I don't remember. But I had to unload it, so I went ahead and did that. And then had to load it back up with the dishes that were in the sink. This was definitely dinner time. I can tell by how many plates are there. We do try to run the dishwasher every night before we go to bed, just so that we wake up and the dishes are clean. I may not always unload the dishwasher right away in the morning, but at least if we need dishes, the ones in there are clean, so we're not starting the day with dirty dishes.
Easy. The other piece of my heart moves slow, somewhere in the great unknown.
Oh, that wasn't bedtime because this was afternoon. Then I went to town to Walmart. So just getting all of my groceries out on the counter. Does anybody else get annoyed when Walmart puts all of your produce into plastic bags and then into a plastic bag?
When I return from the afterglow, will
Something on the floor is sticky. Okay, remember how I said that I'm going gluten-free because of a few things? Can you see, I don't know if you can tell, this like redness rash I have going on. I don't know if it's gonna show up on camera. So we just got back from town. I'll explain this in just a second. We just got back from town. We had to go to Sam's Club. I don't have anything to show you from there. I got 8 cases of Gatorade Zero. It's for something with Anthony for work. We have the membership. It's cheaper to buy it there. We pick it up and then we get reimbursed for that. So it's literally just 8 cases and it's still in the trunk because I'm gonna have him carry it in later. Then we went to my mom's house, had to drop some things off, and then we went to Walmart to pick up groceries. When we were at Walmart, Anthony was texting me. He was meeting with some brothers and they hadn't eaten, and Anthony gets like an allowance each month from the army to feed people that he's working with. So I was the runner to go get the food since I was in town. I promise this is all going somewhere and it's relating back to the rash I've got going here. When we were there, the boys had mentioned they were hungry. It's just about 4 o'clock, and so I'm like, okay, I'll just get them some chicken nuggets. I was really hungry myself, but I didn't want to order like a whole thing. I knew that getting a whole meal was not going to be a good idea. So I got the boys chicken nuggets. I got the guys that Anthony's working with food. We dropped it off. Then when the boys were done eating what they wanted to eat of the chicken nuggets, I was like, I'm really hungry. I'm gonna eat just one and I'll be fine. I, in fact, am not fine. So this is why I'm cutting gluten, because this is happening. It's really, really itchy. And then I'm sure my stomach is going to start cramping and hurting too. So this has not happened in a week. It's Monday today, and I cut out gluten last Monday. I have not had any gluten since then, and I have not had this rash at all, not a single time. So that confirms that gluten is the problem and I need to continue down this gluten-free path. But anyway, we did go to Walmart, so I'm going to show you what we got for groceries. First, I'm going to share with you what I am planning on making this week, what we're going to eat. In my last canning video, I made pizza sauce, and one of the jars didn't seal properly, and you can either reprocess it to see if it's going to seal, or you can just use it right away. I decided we're just going to put it in the fridge and use it. So I have pizza sauce in there. So tonight we also have some like fried raviolis from Trader Joe's in the freezer, and so I'm going to give those or make those for Anthony. The boys, like I said, just had chicken nuggets, so they're probably not going to want a whole lot. They'll probably just want more of like a snack for dinner, which is fine, and then I'll figure something out for myself. But pretty much I just wanted to use up that pizza sauce, and Anthony can use it to dip, and then I might make him like a pizza sandwich. Have you ever had one? Or like a grilled cheese, but it's like pizza with cheese and pepperoni and sauce and stuff. So I will figure something out to use the rest of that sauce so it doesn't go to waste. But I feel like I'm talking so much right now. So then tomorrow we're going to do a coconut lime chicken skillet, probably with rice. Wednesday, beef ramen noodle stir fry. Thursday, air fryer chicken strips and french fries. Friday, chicken broccoli rice casserole. Saturday, hot dogs for Anthony, some sausages for me. I'll show you those, and then the boys will just eat bread for theirs, and like we'll probably make them a sandwich. Chips and baked beans. Sunday, buffalo chicken, twice baked potatoes, twice baked sweet potatoes. And then also this week I'm feeling kind of ambitious on things I'm going to make this week. So I'm going to do some blueberry muffins, a yellow cake baked oatmeal. I have seen it a few different times, like on Pinterest and on YouTube, and people say like, yes, it's meant to be a breakfast, but also it's kind of sweet, so it could be a dessert. I don't know, it has oatmeal in it, so I'm gonna give it a try for my kids. Avocado jalapeno dip, that is for me, and then I may make some homemade goldfish. We'll see how I'm feeling. Definitely not going to be today. As I just recently mentioned in a video, we are down to our last gallon of water downstairs, and we do like to have this for emergency reasons. So I went ahead and got 4 gallons of water just to put down there. We will occasionally use it. I especially use it like in my coffee maker so that it doesn't like sit down there too long, and we're rotating it, but that's just to stock up on that. 1 gallon and 2% milk. We still have 1.5 gallons in the fridge from last week. Oikos, more yogurt for the boys' smoothies, another creamer. This time I got the Natural Bliss sweet cream creamer for myself. These are the sausages I was talking about. Rancher's brisket burnt ends. Never had them. Hopefully they taste good. I don't know what's on them. That's kind of gross, but. And then I got Anthony these cheese stuffed hot dogs. I think they're disgusting, so I like never buy them. But I'm not eating them this time, so I did make that purchase for him. 2 things of cream cheese. One of them is for maybe the avocado dip, and then it's just cheaper to buy a 2-pack, and they stay good in the fridge for a long while. 2 broccoli crowns in there, 2 bunches of cilantro here, 2 sweet potatoes, this little baby thing of pepper. Man, I chose this one because it was the cheapest, and there's a reason it was the cheapest. Like, I literally thought to myself, how is McCormick less expensive than like the Great Value brand? Well, it's because it's a teeny tiny little thing and I didn't realize it, but it'll do. And then I needed to replenish some spices that I've recently used up. So I needed basil, rosemary, cinnamon, and oregano. More multigrain crackers for the boys. These are like club crackers. I found these almond and nut thins, cheddar cheese crackers for myself. Some more Pringles, the ranch and the cheddar harvest blends. Both have multigrain in them. Coconut cream. I need this for the chicken recipe, so I don't know. This is like a reusable type of a bottle that you just put in the fridge. A can of 0 sugar baked beans. Pepperoni to potentially use with that pizza sauce. Sliced cheddar cheese, just used the last of that today actually. Some avocados here and a little lime that was sliding around back there. I got these avocado toast crackers last week and I really like them. They're not gone, but I went ahead and just got some more because I'm sure they will be gone before the week is over. Yellow cake mix for that baked oatmeal recipe. Some gluten-free pizza crust. Again, I got the pepperonis. We have the pizza sauce, so just an option for me if I feel like it. A bag of sugar back there. I used a lot of sugar when I was canning, so I just wanted to replenish what I had used up a little bit. Some rice ramen. I did not know that this was just like one single serving packet, so I might have to get more or figure something else out for Anthony the night that we do this meal, but I don't know, maybe I could just do some rice or something too for him. Hot dog buns for Anthony for hot dog night, and then the boys will just eat the bun. Chicken broth, that I need that for a couple different recipes this week. A loaf of bread. My family goes through bread so fast. Like if Anthony is eating sandwiches and both the boys, it's like half a loaf of bread, so needed more of that. Also needed some more turkey. When I'm eating sandwiches, I'm just eating the turkey and cheese together, just without the bread. So we're going through meat because I have like 2 slices with cheese instead of just one that I would normally put on a sandwich. So this time I got some mesquite and pepper turkey. This peach mango energy packets, they were still on rollback for $2.14 or $2.16, whatever it is, down from $2.42. So I got 4 more of those. Definitely don't need them, but they're going to go downstairs on our back stock shelf. Back here, Drano, don't actually need that right now either, but I did just run out of the last of what we had. So just, you never want to be in a situation where you need something and like that and you don't have it. Anthony needed a shampoo, Head and Shoulders coconut. The cats needed some food. Anthony also needed shaving cream. He has to shave every day because of work, so he goes through that pretty fast. Some quart freezer bags. I only have 1 left. Bold Chex Mix. Instead of getting more chips this week, I got the Chex Mix instead. And then some fruit. I got blueberries for Noah will eat these, and then also for the muffins, and then raspberries. That's everything I got. It was around $150. Can you believe that this much is $150? It blows my mind every time, every time. My least favorite part of grocery shopping is putting it all away when you get home. As I was putting groceries away, I noticed that my fridge needed cleaned, but I didn't feel like doing it. So I just kind of rearranged a few things so that everything that I bought could fit, and then got it all put away. That's a task for another day. Just not this day. And then I had this cilantro. It was kind of sad in the bag, so I went ahead and put it into some water and set it in the fridge, and then I actually pulled it out and put it in the windowsill after a couple of days because I noticed it wasn't getting any better. And then we keep all of these grocery sacks, and that's what we use for our litter box, so I was just taking those downstairs with the rest of our basement stuff, getting the Ziploc bags just switched over and put away, and getting the rest of the spices and groceries put away.
I got this boy on my mind that I can't live without. Oh, his eyes are killing me. And he keeps talking about everything that he likes, and I can't stop listening. I'm thinking about him all the time. I'm thinking about him all the time. I'm thinking about him all the time, all the time.
And then because I had been canning last weekend, I noticed that the stovetop got pretty dirty just from the gas running consistently, stuff spilling, water boiling over, things like that. So I did decide to go ahead and scrub it. I used Barkeeper's Friend to put on there, and then I used a wool, is that what it is? Like a wool scratch pad scrubber thing to scrape it all up. It actually worked pretty well. It's definitely not perfect, but way better than it was before. And then since I was doing the stovetop, I decided to go ahead and do like the walls and the backsplash and all of that as well.
And my heart's beating fast when it's looking like that. Oh, his smile is killing me. It's the way that it moves and the way that it laughs, so I can't get enough. Think about him all the time. I can get him off my mind. Oh, I want him to be mine, to be mine. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. You know I want him now, 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 now. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it starts, when it starts. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want, if you want. I can be a fighter.
And then I know that this was definitely after the kids were in bed, so just getting all of this laundry folded. I do, like I've said many times, I put it off. I like to fold it before bed though, because then my kids don't come over and start to grab at it. I know they're trying to be helpful, but a lot of times they grab things that are already folded and they unfold it, and that is not helpful at all. So every night for me is the same. If Anthony's not home, I do put the kids to bed, but if he's home, for the most part, unless he has something going on, or he's getting his degree, so if he needs to do homework or if he has plans for something, then I will put the kids to bed. But other than that, if he's home, he does put the kids to bed and do shower time at night and all of that, which is really helpful. So that's why I do most of the cleaning at night, because he's taking care of the kids. But what I was saying is not every night looks the same. Sometimes there's not laundry to do. Sometimes there's a lot more cleaning to do. Our kids do pick up their toys almost every single night, but some nights we just get to bedtime and they're ready to sleep. They're ready to go, and they get cranky and it's not worth the fight. So on those nights we would pick up toys, but this night they did it all by themselves, so that was really nice. I did not get this basket of laundry put away this night, mostly because I couldn't get into the bedrooms to do so. So I just went ahead and did it the next morning.
I know you've been down thinking about him again. I know that your heart's been broken. You should try and let it go and start being yourself. You can put on your dress, we can play your favorite song, and I will take care of you, care of you, care of you.
And then as I was standing here, I could tell that the floors were really dirty. And so I decided that I was going to sweep and mop this night. It had been a couple days since I had mopped, so but we sweep every day, and somehow our floors are still really gross. I'm pretty sure I've said this before too. It's just because all of our doors are in this space, so everything from outside comes into this space, plus our kids eat and they are toddlers, so they make quite a bit of a mess.
This is what we need. This is what we have to do. Tell me, can you feel it too?
And then I decided, again, I needed to mop. I just used some Mr. Clean soap in there, and then I have this O-Cedar spin mop. Just got all the floors done. I did the kitchen, the dining room, the front entry, and then I also did the bathroom. I just didn't film that, but
Maybe you should go work that body. You should go work that body. The body won't stop till we're great and old. Maybe for a second we can lose control. You should go work that body.
That is all that I have for you today. Hopefully to motivate you to get a few things done. I don't know, maybe you're just sitting on your couch watching me, and that's perfectly fine too. I do that plenty of time as well. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.
Breakups leave the scars, you don't need to be ashamed.